So moving over to the bistec, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to need for the bistec. Okay. So this is the bistec right here. These pieces were pretty big. Like you can see, they're huge. So I ended up cutting them in half, and I'm probably going to end up getting more. And then you're going to need distilled white vinegar. You're going to need meat tenderizer, unseasoned. You're going to need adobo. We got cumin, oregano, olive oil. And then I usually do 1 onion to 2. So I did the 1 big onion, and then I did a little small one just in case. And then here we're a little on the healthier side. So we ended up doing whole grain brown rice. And then usually I make my own habichuela guisada, but I figured these are good. These are just as good. Some people might, you know, fight me on that. But, you know, for a quick meal, it's the easiest thing. And then I bought a new olive oil just in case, because I know I need olive oil to fry it, and I also need olive oil to mix it too. So, all right, on to the recipe. So what I'm doing first with the meat is I'm putting the meat tenderizer on, just a little bit, not a lot. And this is brand new, so I have to open it up. So the meat tenderizer is supposed to be, you know, self-defined as a meat tenderizer. So there's that. And I want to get this prepped because it's going to be sitting in seasoning for an hour. Since I just bought the meat and stuff, that's the reason why I say, you know, let it sit for an hour. But it should be sitting for longer. If not, maybe the night before. That would be nice, so that way it just soaks in all the flavors. And you only want to put a little bit of this because this is made with salt, so it isn't seasoned, but and for those who are worried, yes, I did wash my hands before I started touching the meat. So because we're using adobo for the seasoning, that's why I say, you know, the meat tenderizer has salt. So you don't want it too salty either. So you want to aim for not so salty because it's not going to taste great. Okay, and now we're going to move on to the adobo. I'm going to just put a little bit again. Just a little bit, but on both sides though. I actually enjoy seasoning meat. So this is like therapeutic for me, kind of. I remember being younger and having to season like the chicken for the barbecue and stuff. That was fantastic. I loved it. I don't know, it just really is therapeutic for me. And, you know, I like cooking too, so that's nice. I also have a friend that actually hates seasoning or even touching meat, so there's that. So once the adobo is done, we can move on to the cumin. Cumin is a seasoning that I do not like how it smells, so not for me. But I had to use it, so. Or comino, how we Puerto Ricans call it. Huele bueno. Oh yeah, and for those who are wondering, yes, I do speak Spanish. I am fluent in Spanish. I both speak it, read it, and write it. So I do plan on making more videos of me cooking and, you know, doing different dishes. But bistec has always been one of my favorites. I grew up with it, and my mom used to always make it all the time. So that's why I chose to make it this time, you know, like my first recipe. All right, now that that's done, we are moving on to putting this meat in a bowl. And then soon after that, we're gonna add the oregano. All right, this little bowl should do. This doesn't have to be anything huge. Put them in there. In they go. All right, so all right, just a generous amount, I would say. I would say that was like maybe a tablespoon of oregano. And then just a little bit of olive oil just to mix in all the seasonings and that. Not too much. I'm sorry, I forgot an ingredient. I do apologize. I am gonna put some sazon in here. It's weird because we already have it in like a little jar and it says sazon. I'm just gonna put a little bit, not too much. And mix that again. Just to give it a little bit more flavor too, and it gives the color. All right, so we're gonna let this sit on the side, let that marinate for a little bit. If you guys are wondering what kind of soap I'm using, Bath and Body Works one, it's Snowy Peach Berry. It smells so good. Yes, we still got like a winter theme soap. All right, moving on to the next recipe. So I started off the BISTEC. It's been an hour since that's been sitting. And I am gonna heat up this olive oil to, it's really hot, so that way I can basically fry them or cook them. Yep, so I'll show you the progress in a minute. So right now they're cooking for 30 minutes. What I did so far is I fried the BISTEC inside the oil. Excuse my pot over here. I don't know what's going on over here. We gotta clean it thoroughly, I guess. So I ended up frying the BISTEC in the oil. Not a lot of oil. You basically need like maybe 3 to 4 tablespoons, and that should be it. You just need enough to fry it, not to cover it up or anything. And then so you fry it until you get it brown. You get like little dark spots on it and that. And then as soon as you got the dark spots and you feel like it's well cooked and all that, then you pour water on it, just so that way you cover the steak. You're covering the steaks over with the water, and then you're putting a 1/4 cup of vinegar. I had to do 2 pots because I had too much BISTEC. I had too many pieces, so I had to put some in one and some in the other. So right now they're cooking for 30 minutes, and then we're gonna check back on it in 30 minutes just to see if they're soft enough. If they're too tough, then I can put them on again for another 30 minutes, but I'll lower the temperature. Right now the temperature is at 3 or 3.5-ish. Same over here, I have 3. So we're just gonna wait for 30 minutes and see how the progress is going. So the 30 minutes were up for these both. I did a taste test. I just wanted to see if like the steak was hard or soft, and it's good, but it was missing like that vinegar taste. So I ended up adding a 1/4 cup to each. Hopefully that fixes stuff. So, and then I lowered the temperature to 2. And now I just put the onions in it. I'm letting them cook, and then I'm gonna turn it off in another 10 minutes maybe. Yep, so that's it.